Welcome to Jazz Time, jazzdime.com's online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch or like to purchase at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazzdime.com. Today, I'll be reviewing the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Chronograph 41mm in rose gold with a black dial, reference 26320OR.OO.1220OR.01. I'll tell you a little bit about the history of this watch, then I'll tell you about where it stands in the lineup of other similar Royal Oaks, then I'll tell you about the case bezel dial bracelet movement, finally try it on and give you my thoughts. So let's start just with a little history. The Audemars Piguet Royal Oak came out in 1972, and it was the start of the luxury sports watch segment, and that segment has really gone on to be the biggest and most profitable section for almost every watch company. Definitely for Audemars Piguet, probably for many others as well, like Patek. It's a driving force behind their other watches, certainly for Rolex and definitely for Richard Mille, which only makes sports watches. Okay, with that said, that's just a little history. Now, where does this watch stand in the lineup? Well, they made this reference number from approximately 2012 to 2017. After 17, they came up with another version, which was reference 26321, that existed from like 2017 to 2022. And then from 2022 was the 50th anniversary. They came out with a 26240, and that is what's in current production now. So this one's actually around 3 generations back. Right? And so I will tell you a little bit about each little part as we go through the case bezel dial bracelet and movement. But just understand that this was a watch that is around 10 years old, at least as of 2026. And it's 3 generations back. Okay. So with that said, at the time, if you wanted a rose gold watch in 41 in chronograph, there was only 2 colors to choose from, white and black. And this is the black one. The white one also was quite nice. The only difference is it was white. They also call it silver. Okay, so let's start talking about the watch, starting with the case itself. Now, this is a 41mm case. Now, before this, in 2020 or 2012, before 2012, 2011, and so forth, the Royal Oak was maximum 39mm, and that was reference 26300. I think it was 26300. And that generation lasted for, I don't know, 5-7 years or something like that. And in 2012, AV decided, you know what, that 39mm is too small. Let's go 3041. So they just changed, basically they just changed the case. They kept the movement the same, and they changed the case. And this is sort of a transitional period. So this watch is transitional in that the movement is still from the old 39mm, yet the case is the larger 41mm case. It does not yet have the newer movement, which in the later generations, it will have the newer movement. Okay? All right. So with that said, let's talk about the case. We said that it's 41. Now, basically the case is more or less the same as it is in 2026. It has a nice bevel edge down the side of the case. Satin finish top, 41mm, and the diameter, sorry, not the diameter, excuse me, the height of it is going to be 10.8 or 11mm, something like that. And it's actually a little bit thicker now. It was probably thinner back then because it used a different movement, but the newer movement is a little bit thicker. So it is a little thinner. That's kind of a positive thing. I've seen places write for 10.8, but anyways, the thickness is around 11mm. Okay. All right. So that's the case in all made of rose gold. Let's look at the bezel. Bezel is also unchanged. And, this was the most iconic part of the watch. It's what Gerald Genta, designed. And it's really gone on to be the most recognizable part of the watch. Without this bezel, this watch is, you can't even tell it's a Royal Oak, so it has to have this bezel. Beveled edge and satin finish top, hexagonal screws, really nice. And then all that is unchanged, by the way, so you can get this watch at much less of a price than the newer version, and on the wrist it more or less looks the same. The movement is different, but you know, who's looking at the movement, right? It does what it's intended to do, which is look like a gold Royal Oak. let's look at the dial here. I'm going to point out a few things about the dial. The dial is black. It has a granted history pattern. There's like a little waffle design. Okay, fine. But you're going to look at the what is different about this version than the newer version is that look at the subdials. The subdials, they are more centered toward the center of the watch and not the periphery. And so is the date. They're kind of squashed into the center. Why is that? That's one way you can tell that this watch is an older generation. It's because the movement back then was smaller and it was meant for a 39 version, 39 millimeter, except the case was just larger, but the movement didn't change. So they had to keep the the subdials toward the periphery just like they would. They're actually in the same place they would be on a 39, except the case itself has gotten larger. And so they're going to rectify this problem in the later generations, but as of this time, 2012 to 2017, they haven't done that yet. Okay, and also the dial, instead of saying Audemars Piguet in fashion in gold, that it actually says the logo fashion in gold and the words Audemars Piguet printed in white ink along with the words automatic. In the newer version, they got rid of all that. Okay, so there you have it. That's the dial. But again, on the wrist, you're not really going to be able to tell any difference. So let's move on to the next thing, which is the bracelet. Bracelet, more or less unchanged as well. This has a 12220OR bracelet. A very fluid bracelet. I think AP actually makes the best bracelet of the three watchmakers, that being Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Vacheron Constantin. So I think they make the best bracelet of them all. Okay, now let's and it has the center links are both brushed and high polished. They have a polished links going down the side of the case, and it's an integrated bracelet, which makes the watch really look like a cohesive work of art. And the buckle is also quite nice. It's a butterfly buckle. You simply click on it and it opens. Different from the previous generation, that this was different from 39 millimeter. They made a big improvement on the buckle, and it's basically the same buckle as it is now in 2026. Not much they could do to it because it's already perfect. Let's look at the movement now. Movement now is going to be a 2385 movement. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, you can't see the movement. It's covered by this case back, closed case back. You might be wondering, oh, I want to get the newer one because the newer movement. Let me tell you something. Between 2022 and 24, AP just released their chronograph movements, and almost all of them have a problem. Yeah, it's no lie. I know, because we sell these watches very often. And so these older movements, 2385, actually don't have any problems. They're actually quite excellent movement, because AP has had, like, I don't know, 20 years to work out the kinks, so there's really no issues with it. The only problem is it's not all that beautiful, which is probably why they cover it. And they also, and it's also a little bit too small for this case. So that's a little bit drawback to getting the older one, but look, you're saving a lot of money, and yeah, it's still very good movement, and every bit looks an AP. It is an AP, it's just older. Okay, time to try this watch on my wrist and give you my thoughts. Now, I'm a big fan of AP. I think they make the best sports watch on the market, and they are the reason why the luxury sports watch market exists. And so you got to give it up to them for that. And this watch in rose gold is going to be just like the newer version. It looks the same, but it's going to be a little bit cheaper. And so I really like it for that reason. And I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And look, if you want to buy it at the lowest price anywhere now, click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in jazz time, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.